Hey, what's up, Stringlings? Today we're going to be taking a look at the ML Soundworks Humble amp. Let's check it out. So, I don't own a Dumble. I've never played a Dumble. I don't know anybody who has or has one. I can't do a shootout video because I don't need to take out another mortgage on the house just to get an amp in here to test out. But ML Soundworks has released a new entry to their amped section called Humble, and it is billed as the most desirable clean tone of all time. I don't know if that's the case, but it is a very nice, clean sounding amp. I've actually rigged up a bunch of tracks here that we're going to test drive kind of more or less all at once just to see, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's got a really nice sound to it. The big thing with the Dumble is that it's something that Stevie Ray Vaughan used, and as you know, if Stevie Ray Vaughan uses something, it must by default mean it was good, because argument from authority is what guitar players thrive on. So we're going to go ahead and test this guy out and just give it a little playthrough and try some of the presets. Okay, hopping over here to the desktop, which you can see here, I'm going to pull up the amp itself. And just give me 1 second, there it is. Okay, so it is an amp head, as you can see. It's not overly complicated, but it does sound really nice. And I'll show you why in a minute, but it's just some of the quick features here. All of these controls are fully adjustable with your mouse. They're also MIDI adjustable. And you can save your own presets. I'm just going to go through a few of the presets that actually come with it out of the box, just to give you a feel for it. I am playing on the Donner DST 400, just so that I can swap between the humbucker and single coil without having to change guitars a bunch of times. I've tried this on a number of guitars. It sounds great on all of them. So just a little quick run through here. They do include a tuner, which I think is getting to be standard equipment on most of these amps nowadays. This is, of course, a plugin, and I'm working with Reaper. You can see it grinding away in the background there. Okay, and we're going to just take a look here. This is the pedal board. Now, you want to make sure you remember that on a plugin, most of the time, the pedal board actually runs from left to right. I know on most of our pedals, the input comes in this side, and the output's always on the left side. That's just a default that the industry has built up over the years, but it seems to work. But on plugins, on VST plugins for amp sims, the pedal board runs left to right. So you're coming in through your noise gate and compression first, drive before the amp, and then your time-based and modulation effects, chorus, delay, reverb. I think on this one it actually goes through an effects loop. So I think it's actually on the other side of the preamp, which is very cool. That's a nice touch. Down here we've got the cab section. So your actual cabinet, it is a 212 cabinet, based on a 212 cabinet. We can adjust the mix from left to right. Comes with a couple of speakers built in, an EVML Classic and a Mars 65, Marshall I think 65. You can load your own IRs as well if you want, and a number of mics that you can select, and you can adjust the positioning of the mics. Closer, farther away, left, right, all that kind of thing. Okay, so that's that. I'm just gonna go back to my default here, right? And then it is MIDI programmable. I don't have a MIDI switch here to demonstrate this for you, but you can control all of these functions with your MIDI controller as well. So you can pre-program it, or you can do it live. You can use it live as a standalone. It does come as a standalone plugin as well, so you can just use it on your laptop with no issues. Okay, let's go back over to the amp. And what I'm gonna do, as you can see, I'm actually simultaneously recording all of these tracks. So all I'm gonna do is just hot swap these through a few different presets. So the very first one that I have up here is called Slow Dancing. And it's a pretty generic, nice, clean sound. You look at the pedal board, it's only got some compression and a little bit of reverb on it. Okay, so this is what it sounds like with the humbucker. The noise that you're hearing is the standard noise that I always complain about in this room. I have to do something with the lines. Right now I use a lot of noise gate, but I'm not going to because I want you to hear the amp. But that's the humbucker. I actually like this one better on the single coil sound. It actually sounds really cool. We get that little quacky fourth position sound. Very nice, right? That is slow dancing. It's a very clean sound. Again, try not to hold the buzz against it too much. That is line noise. I'm facing in a weird position. It's just, there's a lot of excuses for it. And I'm going to take some of the noise out with a noise filter later on. So I left it on just for this section, and later on I'll take it out of the mix. So let's move on to the second preset. This one is the Pristine and Full preset. Okay. And take a look at the pedal board. Again, reverb and compression. Okay. But the EQ is a little bit different. So the EQ, we're back on the humbucker here. It's really nice. Coming up to the neck pickup, the neck single coil. It's a pretty good strumming sound. It's nice. Yeah, this is a really great clean amp. I could see a lot of applications for an amp like this, in studio work especially. It's just really good. It's just a really good amp. In fact, I'm using it on the final mix of what my microphone is doing here. So to a certain extent, I've mixed it in a little bit on the mic as well. So it actually helps to boost up the vocals a little bit too. So that was preset number 2. If I come down to the next one, right, we're going to see, what are we looking at here? We're going to throw a little bit of overdrive on it. This is called Pride and Joy. You can imagine who that's named for. Okay, again, take a look at the pedal board, right? Noise gate, a little bit, drive, and reverb. Okay, hang out here in single coil territory, and I am on track 4, so let's arm that up. Oops, hold on. Hit the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. All right, so back in single coil territory for. It's got some really good grind to it, eh? So the humbucker on has a really solid tube screamer type overdrive. It's nice. I like that a lot. Do not like that as a lead sound, in my opinion. Do what you want with my opinion. Okay, cool. Dropping down to track 5, we're gonna fire this guy up and let's see what we're looking at. I'm gonna come down to the smooth lead. So if I said I didn't like that particular tone for a lead sound, it's not to my taste. I like a little bit more screech, a little bit more squawk. Again, that's just me. Look at these guitars. I mean, come on. Okay, so this one is called Smooth Lead. And as we arm this up, we're going to take a look. See. Yeah, there's the 57 and the Ribbon 160. There should be a lot more gain on here. Yeah, it drives all the way up. Look at the amp. Pretty scooped. So they scooped the mid, highs and lows, and yeah, the gain here is cranked all the way up as well. So we've put some delay on, no reverb though. So let's see. So I like this delay. It's not overwhelming. Like it's not overpowering, right? Yeah, that's a little bit more my speed. I like it. I like it a lot. And let's just wrap this up real quick here. I'm going to mute this guy, and we're going to come down to the last one. And this, max high gain modern. Volume's cranked, mids are up, trebles down a bit. Okay, looks pretty close actually. Right, drives all the way up, noise gate's on. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath on a metal tone, but it says max high gain modern, so let's check it out. This isn't the kind of amp you'd want to do modern metal on anyway, but I think you probably could if you wanted to. Okay, so it doesn't chug. It sounds like a tube amp, right? Yeah, you could front end this with a distortion and really kind of meet that up, but there are amps that are for that. This is just a really good rock sound. You know, I wouldn't do like strumming with it. Yeah, a great rock tone, great rock tone. So yeah, I would say overall, excellent rock and roll amplifier. If we cut through some of the noise, let's pop these off for a sec. If we cut through some of the noise and we pay attention to the cleans especially, and we pay attention to the flavor, the richness, and the depth in the tone, I think there's a lot here that you could work with. I could see working this into a lot of contemporary pop, contemporary country, especially contemporary blues. As you already heard, they've got a couple of Stevie Ray Vaughan type tones built into it already, and that's not a surprise. He was a big user of the Dumble amps in the 80s, as was Bonnie Raitt, so it has that flavor already. It's already designed for that kind of thing. And yeah, I think with the functionality that's here, the fact that it's fully programmable, the fact that it's fully adjustable on the user side, and it has a standalone if you need a standalone practice amp that you can run a line out. I think that makes this at, honestly, like $50. Just a ridiculously good buy. I think I just want to say that this is not a sponsored video. This is me giving you a run through on an amp that I really like, on a VST amp that I really like. And I really think it's worth getting your hands on this if you are doing any kind of session work, or if you're doing any kind of recording that needs clean tones or just a little bit of edge. This is a really good option. I know that Neural just put out a Tone King, which is similar. It's a combo amp. It's similar, but I don't think they're really going for Dumble tone, right? So with that in mind, give this a shot. I'm going to put the link in the description. I don't get anything. This is not an affiliate review or anything like that. This is just me talking about something that I really like, which, you know, I prefer doing from time to time when it's something that I've already bought and I'm like, you know what, I got to tell guys about this. This is a really great buy. Yeah, you really can't go wrong. So if you like this kind of thing, you want to see more of it, please like and subscribe. Consider joining the channel as a member. Those little bits help to keep the channel flowing. We're going to get some more reviews, some more reaction videos coming out, and I have just signed up with a sponsor who's going to be sending me stuff to test for you guys. In addition to these guys, they're going to be sending me stuff to test for you guys, and also working with my band a little bit. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I can't make the announcement just yet because I don't have the stuff in my hand, but when I do, you'll be the first to know. And please, please, please consider becoming a sponsor, but definitely, or sorry, a member, but definitely like and subscribe so you get the new content when it's coming out, and I will see you guys next time.